Hey folks, Justin here with Moonshot 23. This is a 43-minute video on the 13th at 2 o'clock in the morning. There was 6 satellites per stellarium. The first one was at 2:35, second 2:47, the other one at 2:47 right with it, the fourth at 2:53, the fifth at 2:56, the sixth at 2:56 and a few seconds later, and the fast mover was at 2:45. Now I had 14 anomalies, so mine went at 2:21, 2:25, 2:26, 2:26 and 30 seconds, 2:27, 2:30, 2:31, 2:35, 2:39, 2:40, 2:47, 2:48, 2:49, 2:50, 2:53, 2:56, and 2:57. I stopped the position at the same spot every single time with the flyers to try and get relatively the same perspective that I'm looking at on stellarium. If I go down and look at that, we could probably take some off for sure. Let's take all 6 of them off. Let's give them all 6 satellites that flew. Let's talk about the other 8 anomalies that flew within this time frame. So I've circled them all out for you here. You should be real easy to see them, and hopefully you enjoy. And thank you for watching. So the first one is going to come off to the left of the nebula. It's actually going to come off the track. And you can disregard the pointer for the most part because this is sped up to 400 times. So that pointer is going to be jumping all over the screen and not making any sense. So here we go with the first one. Coming down the left side, very faint, up in the top left-hand quadrant right now. The pointer actually is on it. This is going to just come straight down, and this is actually this one's off of the elliptical path, so I'm not really sure what this one is doing. It's just an odd track that I haven't seen. Usually they're through the middle of the nebula or possibly off to the right hand side of the nebula. So this one was a little odd to say the least. And then it starts to get a little chaotic here. And a little tiny break right there, and then it's going to start getting pretty hot and heavy through here. So you can see one is almost to the nebula. The pointer was on it. There's a dim one behind it, right in front of that brighter one the pointer just passed. So there's actually 3 coming down the screen right now, and then one off to the far right, way off track. I'm not really sure what that one is doing out there at all. But you see the 2 faint ones in the front, in the bottom, and then the dark or the bright one is tailing it up. 4 going across at the same time. I can tell you that there was not too much of that happen in the stellarium video that I will attach to this. And slow movers, guys, you got to think this is at 400%. So those things are not moving fast across the screen at all. Most of them. The pointer's right on top of that one. That one is really, really dim. And he has a twin brother right there by the pointer. Really, really, really super dim. Both of these are actually incredibly dim. So I'm not real sure what's happening right there, but they're pretty hard to see. But with the screen, I cropped the screen to try and help with that. One of the guys I talk with all the time on Facebook gave me that suggestion, so I went ahead and took it, and it was a great idea. Um, so just had that little chaos right there. That was 6 of them in a very, very short span. And now we're going to see this nice bright one come down. Um, that thing, you don't need anything to see that. That is incredibly bright, incredibly clear. And when I get to the end of this and I do the little closing, I will kind of give you an idea of the time frames that I feel match up or that are close enough to, put it in the satellite equation. I'd really like to be able to put all of them in the satellite equation, but it's impossible. There's too many happening, and I have it on video. This one here is super, 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 super dim, but it is just to the left of the pointer. So hopefully you can see that. That one is tough to see right there. I don't. That one is one that I could have easily missed at regular time. For sure, I could have missed at regular time. But we ended up catching it, so that's a good thing. Here comes the satellite. I'm pretty sure that's a satellite. At least on Stellarium, there is a fast-moving satellite that does come fairly close to M42. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say that that was the fast mover. If you look in the center right now, we have 3 coming down. 2 fairly close together, 1 on each side of that bright star in the bottom quadrant, left quadrant, and 1 just coming up into the nebula, and then 1 about 2 inches behind that. So there's actually 4 in this little group right here. So a lot of things flying around. A lot of things flying around in this 43 minutes. And I'll repeat again, there was 6 satellites per stellarium during this time frame. So I'm giving all the satellites to anomalies. I'm putting 6 of them to 6 things that I recorded here. And I want to know what the other 8 things are. And that was just me slewing my camera, or my telescope. So here you'll see another one. And on this one, I want you to notice how it was kind of parallel in the line. And this thing is very gingerly turning to the right. By the time it gets to the bottom here, you'll see that it was about a 1/4 inch off the line at the top. By the time it gets to the bottom here, you're going to be over an inch off the line. And it came in on a straight trajectory. So on this one, I personally see movement. You guys will have to let me know of your opinion, but I think it did a movement and got back in line. This one actually is on the same flipping path. this one, the third one coming, so there's one right in the middle, just went through the nebula. There's one on the top side of the nebula, getting ready to come through it. The reason that's doing that, guys, is there's a train going by right at this time. So it makes it kind of a pain in the ass sometimes to record. But anyways, you can see the two coming down there, very clear. And I think, if I'm correct, that is number 16 and number 17. So I thought there was only 14 anomalies in this. I actually found 3 more when I sped it up 400 times. So pretty flippin' impressive footage. I encourage you all to break this down. Let me know what you think. I'm mind-boggled, but I definitely give them the 235. I give them the 247, the 49, the 53, and the 56. Yeah, I give them all the satellites. So let's talk about the 8 other ones, and this is flippin' impressive, guys. Let me know what you think. And remember, the fast mover was a satellite. So please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.